It's been 25 years since the so-called trial of the century.
Yeah, a new investigation discovery documentary looks back at Nicole Brown Simpson's murder and the trial of OJ Simpson. John is standing by with someone who is very close to the case.
Yeah, yes, indeed, guys. Ron Shipp is a former LAPD officer. Also, he was a longtime friend of OJ Simpson, and he is featured in this documentary, and he is joining us live this morning. Good morning, sir. Thanks for being with us.
Hi, John. Good morning. Thank you.
So I mentioned you were a longtime friend of OJ's. How did you meet him, and how did you guys become friends?
I met him through my brother. My brother played football. You know, he's my half brother, but we have same last names. And you know, my half brother lived up in the Bay Area along with OJ, and they played against each other. Both their girlfriends which they both ended up marrying, were best friends. And my brother came down and surprised me. You know, he says, "Hey, we're going somewhere," and I got in the car. He took me straight over to OJ Simpson's apartment on Ellendale, and I walked in, and actually I didn't see him at first. First thing I saw was that Heisman Trophy, and then he walked out, and I was like, "Hey."
So, you know, you then became friendly with OJ and Nicole, and at some point, she then confided in you that he had been abusive to her and showed you photos. To that point, and I should mention, too, that you also have taught classes on domestic violence. To that point, had you seen anything in him that indicated he would do that? Because for those of us who just knew him as a celebrity, that seemed impossible.
I saw absolutely nothing. I mean, I just thought he was a great guy. I thought they had a great marriage. And the only reason that, you know, when Nicole confided in me, because she knew I taught domestic violence, and she had me come over 2 days after OJ, you know, had beaten her up. And then she just told me everything, brought down pictures, and then I'm sitting there in disbelief. And you know, but she'd been hiding this, you know, and I guess her sisters knew. You know, when I say sisters, I mean like I know Denise and Minnie. You know, they knew. Yeah. But obviously Tanya didn't know.
And Tanya is a big part of this documentary as well. And another big part is the makers of the documentary actually got Nicole's diary. Was there anything that came out of that that's in this that surprised you, that you didn't know already about this saga?
I mean, it was all similar to what I did know, but no, there were things, you know, I mean, just the agony, and you know, the things when he was, you know, yelling at her and putting her down, you know, when she was pregnant. There was a lot of things like that I was like, man, what was going on with you, dude?
Yeah. Lastly, we don't have a lot of time, but I do want to ask you this: where were you on the day of the chase, and what was your reaction to it?
I was actually at home the day of the chase, me and my wife, and I think, yeah. So we were sitting here, and then when I heard Al Collins, you know, saying, you know, OJ's got a gun to his head, you know, we both started crying. You know, we started crying, and we were praying that he wouldn't do it. And just to show you the kind of guy Lou Brown was, you know, OJ killed his daughter. And OJ called him on the phone, and this is what I learned from the diaries also. Wow. Or not the diaries, what we're watching. But OJ called him on the phone, and Lou Brown is trying to talk him, saying, "Man, don't do it." He tell him, "Don't do it." Yeah,
that is unbelievable. It is called OJ and Nicole: An American Tragedy. Premieres October 5th, 9 o'clock on the Investigation Discovery. Ron Shipp, thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Thank you, John.
All right, guys.
All right, thank you very much.